stick around for the credits because there's a scene where we do bring back people from prior movies that you'll be very, very happy.
Live or die, the choice is yours.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor talking to you, especially since you're responsible for one of the biggest franchises ever. Almost 20 years, right?
Yep. You go, Mark.
It's 20 years tomorrow that we started filming the first Saw movie. September 22nd, 2003.
It's a moment for celebration because we're just going to the 10th installment, which is absolutely mind-blowing. And my first question is...
For us too.
I can only imagine. My first question is, what can we expect from Saw 10?
A personal story. I mean, this is John Kramer's story. This is him as John Kramer, not just as Jigsaw. When you meet him, you'll understand. He's a person unlike Diego, you or me or Mark, trying to extend his life. He has cancer, and he is trying. As you know, if you've seen the trailer, he goes and tries to do an experimental treatment as John Kramer. And so the first 20 or 30 minutes, it's John Kramer, and then it gets real personal.
I saw the trailer and I was like, I'm really invested in the story because I can't blame him. I mean, they lied to him.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. It's you know.
And how was it like to have Tobin Bell and Shawnee Smith back again in the movie?
Well, it was great that not only are they back, but it's not a flashback. They're alive. It's a story that takes place probably 3 or 4 weeks after Saw 1. And they have a great relationship. And you kind of, you spend the first half hour of this movie with John Kramer, not Jigsaw. So you really get to know John. It's far and away his most personal story, which I think people that have seen the movie, everybody's responding to. And Tobin Bell is the heart and soul of the Saw franchise. So the more he's in the movie, the better it is.
I agree 100% with what you just said about Tobin because he's just fantastic. And do you think that we can have more stories with John Kramer, Amanda Young?
You can ask us October 2nd after this movie opens.
Okay, great. My next question is, would you like to see a movie inside the Saw franchise focused on another character maybe that survived?
Do you have any suggestions?
I forgot the name of the character that survives on the first one, but I would love to see. I mean, he comes back in one of the movies, but I would love to see more of him, and even an origin story of Amanda Young because she's just iconic in the franchise.
There'll be, if this movie works, there'll definitely be more of Amanda, and at the end of this movie, stick around for the credits because there's a scene where we do bring back people from prior movies that you'll be very, very happy.
Okay, I'm really invested right now. I really want to see it.
You'll be very happy if you stick around to the end of the credits.
I'm sure I'll be happy because I love the franchise. I've watched all the movies.
Thank you.
3 or 4 times. I think it was the first franchise that I was really invested in. And my parents didn't let me watch, but that didn't stop me. So.
It never stopped any of us.
How old were you when you saw the first Saw movie?
The first one came in 2004. I watched in 2007. I was 10 years old.
Oh no, my 11-year-old's driving me crazy. Mark has is James 10 or he's 10? Or
James
9?
is 10 on Sunday.
That's right.
So.
I've always been a horror movie fanatic since I was a little kid, and I had to watch the movies without my parents knowing. And Saw was one of those.
Thank
Well,
you.
good. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I would like to ask you, what's your favorite trap in the Saw franchise? Because there's a lot of iconic traps.
Well, there's one, I have two favorite traps. One from this movie that I can't tell you yet because you haven't seen the movie, correct?
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Tobin Bell ends up in a trap, and it is so good that it's the first time Tobin's ever been put in a trap himself, and the audience cheers. Okay, and I'm not going to tell you if they cheer that he's in it, or cheers that he escapes it, or cheers that he dies in it, because that will be giving it away. But let's just say it's the best trap this franchise has done. Prior to this movie, I loved the trap where the man had his arms and they just kept twisting them until they snapped. We called that Twisty Tim. And Oren has a favorite that he'll tell
So
you.
my favorite trap is the original trap because we saw it in the short with when Amanda takes off a head trap and takes the key out of the guy's stomach and does that, and she hacks his whole stomach open to get it. I was the guy on the floor getting his stomach opened up.
Yeah,
I don't
nobody
think
knows.
I knew that.
No, it's not. I mean,
Yeah.
so anyway, we didn't have any. Mark and I made the movie for $965,000. So I was cheap labor. I was free. We had the guy. The guy.
Any dollar we could save, we did. And so we had friends in other traps. Oren was like, "Oh, I'll do this." I go, "You're not getting paid." He goes, "No problem. We'll save the money." I mean, when you make a movie for 900, less than $1 million, it's really, really hard.
Yes. Yes.
So.
I think my favorite trap is the bear trap, because I don't think it can be another one, because it was so twisted. It was so, I was 10 when I was watching it, so I was like, oh my God, that's the tone of the movie. Okay, I'm in.
By the way, now you know why we call our company Twisted Pictures.
Yes, now I know. You both said that this story is the most personal story of John Kramer. Do you think that this movie is also a will to John Kramer's legacy?
Well, I think it's very personal. I mean, I think the story, and when you see it, you'll understand. But I mean, it's very much his story, and he's a human. He has cancer, and he's trying to extend his life. And so in doing so, he gets himself in this situation. But I mean, he's doing no different than you would do, or Mark or I would do, is if someone said you have months, not years to live, and someone offers you a carrot to maybe extend your life, you would follow that up. And so it's a very human, personal story for him.
Yeah, okay. And I asked about another movie installment, but recently we have a lot of big franchises that are getting TV series, like Twilight, Harry Potter, the Lord of the Rings that came out last year. So would you like to see maybe a TV show, not necessarily with the same characters, but maybe another story?
I think as long as our audience is coming to see our movies, we're okay continuing to make films. We've been approached numerous times by giant streamers wanting a Saw TV series, but we're not ready to do that yet because we still like making the movies.
Okay.
One at a time.
Okay, great. I would love to see a TV show of Saw.
Okay.
I would love to see 20, 30 movies. So
By the way, we've been approached about doing a Saw reality show just 2 weeks ago. All righty. By a giant reality producer saying, I have an idea to, and we'll hear them out, but it'd be pretty interesting, scary reality show.
It would.
Yeah, right now we know how to make the movies. We like making the movies, and it's a little bit, we're going to stick to what we know for a while yet still.
Okay, I'm really shocked. I don't know how a reality show would work.
Well,
But it
we'll
would
let you know.
Oh,
We
please.
have
Yeah,
to
exactly.
with him.
Well, you could be our first person in a trap in the reality show.
Okay, okay, I mean, okay, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Uh,
you so much.
thank you so much. These are all the
By the
questions
way, I
I had.
absolutely love Brazil. I've been there, started my career with a Brazilian director by the name of Hector Babenco.
Ah, okay.
Worked on a movie way back when called Pichote.
Which is one of
Uh,
the greatest movies ever made.
exactly. So I have a special place in my heart for Brazil and Sao Paulo. So
You can come again. You can come visit.
by
Everybody
the way, there
gonna
there may
love
come a time where we bring, we brought Saw to Mexico. There's no reason we can't bring the sequel to Sao Paulo.
Please, please. We would love that. We would love that.
Our paths will cross. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And thank you again for spending some time
Yeah.
with me.
Thank
Of
you.
course. Thank you. Thank you for having us.